Amazing Taste Foods are just that, amazing. And the company vice president, Adam Taki, cooks them to perfection.
Yeah, welcome, Adam Taki, back to our New Mexico-style kitchen. So glad to have you back in here this morning.
Well, I'm always thrilled to be in this kitchen. I love this kitchen. It's a beautiful kitchen.
Isn't it? You decorate it, too. You have the flowers, you have the nice-looking food here.
Yes.
Peppers.
And if you ever move to New Mexico, you know to go to Builder Source for your kitchen, too.
I guess that's where I'll be.
Yes, we love it in here. We love having you. And what are you making for us today?
Well, how does microwaved fish sound?
Salmon, my favorite.
I have to say, microwave fish to me does not sound exciting.
Don't you dare judge it until.
I'm going to give him some credit because of the Cornish hen we had out in the microwave.
True,
I would have had no clue that they came out of the microwave.
Okay, good point.
I have faith.
But I think as the average viewer and I hear microwave fish, I might go, microwave fish, I don't know.
You know what, guys? Do not dare judge it until you try it. You have to see it to believe it with your own eyes. That's the only thing I can say.
Okay.
And all we're doing is we're just basting this salmon with some olive oil, and we're coating it with the Amazing Taste seafood seasoning.
Perfect.
And you could use also, which is terrific on the salmon, is the Amazing Taste Malibu seasoning.
Now, what's the difference between the Malibu and the seafood?
Well, the seafood is a really just yummy lemon, butter, and dill.
I was wondering because it looks like it has lemon in it.
I was just thinking that too. In fact, it's funny because one of the things I was going to mention when I saw you preparing this was, where's the lemon? Don't you think you need lemon usually when you have fish? But I guess that answers that question.
Good.
Smell. There we go. And you notice how it also enhances the appearance.
Yeah.
And it just makes the fish, and that's what's also terrific about the microwave oven is your house will not get that fishy smell that none of us like.
No.
So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just drizzle a little bit of water over the vegetables to help keep them moist.
Okay.
And these are just actually already cut up vegetables that I picked up at my local Smith's in the produce department. And remember, disclosure, not mandatory with cooking. So save some time if you like.
That's his credo.
Yeah, why not? And the fish, as fresh as could be, right from the fresh seafood department.
Is that dill in there too?
Yeah.
Oh, I see dill. Yes, yes.
This is going to be heaven on a plate. Just wait a second, see.
You know what I think is so interesting? I don't know if you've noticed this, but you know, when you buy a lot of these packets of seasonings, a lot of times they kind of all just taste the same. It's just the only thing that makes them taste different is the food you're cooking it on. These are all completely different. Completely different. Yeah, and they're just right for whatever you're cooking. So this is great. Yeah, and it actually says lemon, butter, and dill flavor. And then I guess if you add the Malibu to it, you get that little extra kick.
And your dad came up with these seasonings, right? He has a PhD, in food science.
PhD in food science.
Okay, I got that right.
So that's what's also special about the Amazing Taste is they are not just basic seasonings. They're what I like to call functional seasonings because they have technology. And they help seal in the juices, and they make your meat and seafood more flavorful and juicy, and so many seasonings out there, they're just blends of salt and different spices. There's not.
And I was telling her, they all taste the same.
They all, and they're expensive.
They're expensive, but 99 cents isn't that expensive, and that's how much yours are. And that's really, you know, I think the name is perfect because I use a lot of superlatives, I know, but these really are amazing, and it's a perfect word to describe it because you are amazed that you could put a seasoning on without anything else except maybe a little olive oil, and you achieve exactly what you would achieve from making a huge meal with a lot of seasonings.
Well, actually, the name came from the customers.
Did it really?
Yeah, before we launched the Amazing Taste brand, my dad and I, we were cooking up the products for a number of people, and the first word out of everybody's mouth was, "This is amazing. This is amazing." So
it really is.
It's called Amazing Taste.
Yeah,
that's perfect. And you mentioned Smith's before, that you got the fish over at Smith's, and all of these are available at Smith's, correct?
All the products available at your local Smith's in the fresh meat and seafood department, not the grocery aisle. And that's what's also cool about Amazing Taste. Go to the fresh meat and seafood department, and they're there. You don't have to go trek down the long, lengthy spice aisle looking for the products.
It's a lot of work looking down those aisles.
And not only is it good, but it makes cooking easier too, because you don't have to do as much work. I mean, we're cooking this in the microwave, which will taste it to make sure it doesn't taste like it's microwave.
The microwave is actually an astounding gadget.
Yeah, you've said that. You've said that, and it's interesting.
I'll tell you, first of all, the microwave is ubiquitous. It's everywhere you go, from your office to your dorm to your home. Almost every home has one.
Good point.
Yeah, and with the exception of popcorn, you can kind of pop your food in there and kind of leave it to cook on its own.
Exactly. You don't have to monitor it.
Right.
That's the nice thing.
So we're cooking a gourmet meal, fresh fish, and there's just something elegant about fish. It just always enhances a meal to a new level of satisfaction and just a, an elegance to fish for some reason.
And it's also good for those who are weight conscious, and not to mention vegetarian. A lot of people who don't eat meat, a lot of non-meat eaters, they only eat fish, and a lot of people that are watching their diets only want to eat fish, but they don't want to cook it at home, and they feel like in order to achieve those dietary needs, they have to go out, but they don't.
Now, how long are you cooking this in the microwave?
3 minutes. That's all it is.
So it's almost done.
It's almost ready.
And it's, you think of fish, you have that on a date night, right? And don't you have a date night story?
A date night story of, well, I get a load of this. Okay, so fish, I love cooking fish in the microwave because it's simple, because the house doesn't get that fishy smell. I mean, do you smell anything
I don't smell
now?
fish. I smell the broccoli, actually.
You always smell the broccoli.
You always smell the broccoli, but I don't smell the fish at all.
Plate is hot, but that's okay.
And you covered it with just a paper towel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I did with this girl who I was dating at the time is she did not believe me that I could cook fish in the microwave. So I said to her, you know what, you cook yours your way. You use all your fancy spices and your 20 different ingredients, and I'll use my one little packet in the microwave. And you know what? I'll leave it up to you, 150% up to you. If you like yours better than mine, I will buy you a full day at the spa.
Oh,
everything you could ever dream up.
Favorite thing.
I mean, that was going to put a big dent in my pocket, but you know what? That's how confident I was in this. And if I win, all I want is a kiss, a simple kiss. That's it.
Okay. So
Bottom
what happened?
line, you tell me who won.
That looks amazing. It really does look amazing. I'm sorry using the word so much, but it's true.
So you saved a little money on that one?
I saved a little money, and I got a little kiss, to say the least.
Good. Oh, no, full disclosure, not necessary. Okay, so now I have to say it's like sizzling.
And you notice how look at how flaky it just flakes apart. That's how you know it's done. Yeah.
Is that always the rule of thumb? You've said that before. That's the rule of thumb always, Adam?
Yeah, if it flakes and just falls apart, that's how you know it's done. And
it's good?
It's really good.
Is it really? Okay, hold on.
It's so moist. It's perfect. It's perfectly cooked.
Let me see. It is really good. It's really good, and you know that it's cooked completely thoroughly and everything, huh?
Now, question: we didn't do anything with the veggies, and I know that they're healthy. Could you put seasoning on veggies to add some flavor?
That's a good idea.
In case they're a little bland.
Okay, first of all, when I was a kid, I hated vegetables. Like, I could not stand them. My mom would always try to force me to eat them, and the minute she looked away, those things vanished.
Oh yeah, somewhere.
And I started using the Malibu seasoning on them.
Okay.
And I would sprinkle that on my broccoli, on my cauliflower, on my carrots. And it just brought broccoli to a new level. And now I love broccoli, and I love all this stuff.
You know what I like sometimes to make? I like to make tomatoes and take the tomatoes and put some breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, and olive oil in the oven. And almost bake the tomatoes, and they get a really nice flavor because of the crispy. But now I just realized you could probably take like the Malibu seasoning maybe?
Yeah, exactly.
And sprinkle that in, and then you can eliminate, you don't need the salt and pepper, you don't need any of the other ingredients.
Yeah, and I love the Malibu seasoning, but this does have a totally different taste to it. And it's perfect for if you like the lemon dill, which is typically what you want on a salmon. That's how I like my salmon.
And also,
so it's good.
Yeah, and also the shrimp scampi with the seafood.
Oh, yes.
And I think I cooked that for you guys once before. Yeah, that's with the same packet, the seafood packet.
That's a great flavor. And I'd like to also just mention 0 calories. Less than 1 gram of carbs, and
how much sodium does that say?
120, which is not a lot in a whole packet.
In a whole packet.
It's not a lot. That's not a lot. It's not a lot at all, and no fat. Gotta love that.
And
for more recipes and to learn more about this salmon, go to visit amazingtaste.com. And
that's good.
That's good.
And also for a copy of Adam's Fish Fillet with broccoli and all of our carrots and cauliflower, you can get this recipe by logging on to casa.com. We'll be right back.
It's safe to say this is...
It's delicious.
Amazing.
You would never know that it came out of a microwave. It's so moist.
Made with love.
Made with love.
Pure love.
Love it.